Right now at 10, a plea made in a 50-year-old Dunn County murder case. And a Wisconsin lawmaker echoes Trempealeau resident concerns about a future WISDOT project. Plus, how a simple donation can help students in need.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Emily is off. Well, the region is bracing for some significant wintry conditions tomorrow morning that could make travel dangerous. So we do have an alert day in place for tomorrow. Let's get all the details from Greg.
Well, the good news is you don't have to deal with the cold anymore. I mean, everyone's been dealing with the teen below zero, single digits. That's the positive news that we're not going to deal with. Unfortunately, when we see such an air mass change like this, we tend to have precipitation with it, and that's what we're going to get for tomorrow. So it's a wintry mix, snow, freezing rain, sleet, all could be creating hazardous travel conditions throughout most of the area. The greatest ice threat still remains southwest of I-90. That really hasn't changed. However, things have kind of gotten a little bit more delayed. So I think really as we time this out, it's late morning that you're really not going to see precipitation probably for east of La Crosse. Maybe west of the river, you might see a little bit approach towards the morning, and it will initially probably be some light snow before changing closer as we get to the noon hour, probably to some light freezing rain or drizzle or even sleet. The problem is we have a lot of dry air. It's going to fall apart. So I think morning hours for a lot of areas may be kind of quiet until we get to about 8 to 9, especially for La Crosse, probably closer to 10, 11. We start seeing light snow. Then it gets more of a mixture as we get closer to noon as the temperatures continue to rise, and they'll rise throughout the overnight hour too. Eau Claire's probably closer to noon or in the afternoon, which will be light snow, then possibly switching over or mixing with a little bit of freezing rain or probably more likely sleet. As you notice, temperatures also rising throughout the morning hour too. So later on, we'll kind of time out the rest of the period going throughout Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening because conditions do look to continue through Saturday night. The good news is mild conditions, so your Sunday is looking actually still mild, cloudy, but much more mild than we've had lately.
All right, so 1 out of 2 on the weekend.
Not too bad. Like I said, we're going to have good. Like I said, if you want the mild conditions, we definitely have that back now.
All right, thank you, Greg. And with those conditions expected tomorrow, some law enforcement and highway officials, they're prepping for a difficult day.
You're dealing with ice, that can be a different issue. If you get freezing rain, there's nothing to push off. You're just basically trying to treat it with salt or sand or something like that.
So that's Joe Langenberg, the La Crosse County Highway Commissioner. Officials with the Sheriff's Office say the best thing you can do is probably just stay home. La Crosse could expand pay-to-park hours in the city's downtown ramps. Right now, downtown ramps charge $1 per hour for parking from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. on weekdays, and then weekends are free. A proposal would expand those pay hours to 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Saturday. According to online city documents, the police department says the change would generate another $225,000 a year in city revenue. The city's Public Works Board is considering the option at their meeting on Monday. After almost 4 decades, charges filed for the murder of a UWL student. 60-year-old truck driver Michael Popp of Tomah is accused of killing Terry Dalloway on Valentine's Day in 1985. Popp's bail is set for $1 million, and he faces a first-degree murder charge. The Minnesota man arrested in connection to a 50-year-old murder in Dunn County has pleaded not guilty. 84-year-old John Miller is bound over for trial. He is accused of killing Mary Kay Shileus in the township of Springbrook back in 1974. Investigators believe she was hitchhiking from Minneapolis to Chicago at the time of the incident. Miller will be back in court later this month for a status conference. 2 men are in custody after a Tomah stabbing incident yesterday. Officers responded to Tomah Health for a patient with stab wounds. The victim was involved in a fight in the parking lot of North Glendale Avenue. Investigators have identified 2 Tomah men, 18-year-old Leo Pugram and 24-year-old Duval Yigan, as suspects. Official charges have not yet been filed in court. Pugram was arrested for attempted first-degree intentional homicide, Yigan on battery and disorderly conduct. Crews in Dunn County responded to a car versus train crash. That crash happening yesterday at the rail crossing just after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Investigators say the driver of an SUV did not yield the right-of-way at a stop sign, and the train collided with the passenger side of the car. The driver was airlifted to the hospital. 2 other juveniles were taken to the hospital. That crash remains under investigation. In Altoona, Wisconsin state senator says his daughter improperly took $32,000 from his campaign. Senator Jesse James says his daughter withdrew that money over the course of this year. She served as his campaign treasurer. In a statement today, James says all the money has been returned. He's also filing a report with Altoona police. James says he committed no wrongdoing himself and is going to appoint a new treasurer. A Wisconsin lawmaker says a Wisconsin DOT project needs fixing. Otherwise, it'll cause significant harm to the city of Trempealeau. WisDOT is currently in the design phase to replace the Tank Creek Bridge between Holmen and Trempealeau. Construction likely won't start for a few years, but that proposal includes closing a significant stretch of Highway 35 near that bridge. Residents say that would damage Trempealeau businesses and increase EMS response times. State Representative Steve Doyle is asking WisDOT to consider an alternative here. He says WisDOT should build temporary bypass structures at the bridge instead of closing that whole area. He says the plan as is creates a 25-minute delay for ambulances to get someone to the nearest hospital. Now, residents can also reach out to WisDOT's project manager on this. We currently have that contact information available on our website. The group managing the Midwest's electrical grid has approved a plan to boost clean energy in Wisconsin. MISO has approved 24 transmission lines across 11 states. It would more than double the amount of clean energy that Wisconsin produces right now. One of the lines would go from south central Wisconsin, cut through southern Vernon County, and then connect northwest to Rochester in Minnesota. That project, though, is subject to regulatory approval from all the states. Veterans and active duty military members are being honored this holiday season. Wreaths Across America is a nonprofit that places wreaths on the graves of veterans and active duty military members. Earlier today, WAA was at the Trempealeau Public Cemetery with over 1,400 wreaths. Nationwide, they'll put out 4.3 million wreaths this year in over 3,000 cemeteries.
You want to recognize the efforts of the soldiers after they pass by putting a wreath on their grave. I think it shows respect for what they've done, and also it's a learning process. There's a lot of history in here. There's a lot of Civil War veterans, World War I veterans, World War II, and on and on. But I think it's important that we do that.
Tomorrow is National Wreaths Across America Day. A local event is spreading holiday cheer by supporting children in the community. 4 businesses, including Hoff Funeral and 5th Street Liquor, hosted Stuff the Trailer to support Winona's Little Warriors drumline and families from the East End Recreation Center. Little Warriors offers free drumming and teamwork lessons for children. Organizers were requesting donations of coloring books, cooking sets, bubbles, and household items like paper towels to help some families in need during the season.
It's amazing to me, because we cater to low-income kids. When normally, these kids they'd probably be in the streets, just doing all kind of crazy stuff. But we gave them an outlet, and then they took it and they ran with it.
East End Recreation Center is also looking for donations for their care closet and snack cupboard, which benefits children in the community year-round. UW-La Crosse's food pantry needs some help this holiday season. The university has a pantry on the 2nd floor of the student union. It's available for all students on campus, and they're taking donations. They accept all non-perishable food items like peanut butter and jelly and other easy-to-make items. Organizers say it's easy to donate.
The public can donate food. We have a bin right at the front of the cove on the 2nd floor of the student union that people can donate to, or online through the UWL Foundation. We have an account through them that people can donate monetarily so that we can go directly to grocery stores and keep the pantry stocked with what we need.
The pantry currently needs gluten-free items, soups, canned meat, laundry detergent, and hygiene products. Those interested in donating can drop food off from 7 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. New evidence in the murder of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. What we're learning about the accused killer's actions before and after the attack, coming up next. Plus, a federal appeals court denies TikTok's bid to block a new law. What's next for the popular app? Those details next.
Cooley Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In this issue, read about women who are nailing it, like Christy Stokey, rocket scientist and caregiver. Meet the new face of the board store, Danielle Blakely. Nail the landing with AMKM Gymnastics and meet a young carpenter following her dreams. Dive into a beautiful whole home renovation, then bundle up in winter fashion essentials from Urban Choutique. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like assorted Christmas candy and gift sets, 25% off. For the home chef, this digital air fryer, only $79.99. For the makers and DIYers, save $50 on this DeWalt battery combo pack. Plus, now through Saturday, Blaine's Rewards members get a free $10 Farm and Fleet gift card for every $100 purchase. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
The man suspected of murdering the United Healthcare CEO in Manhattan could be leaving a Pennsylvania prison sooner than expected, as we learn new details on the timeline of the manhunt about which law enforcement agencies knew what and when. CBS's Lilia Luciano reports.
Luigi Mangione could be days away from coming to New York to face a murder charge.
The defendant may waive, but that waiver is not complete until a court proceeding.
Mangione's defense declined to respond to CBS News Today, citing attorney-client privilege. But a growing pile of evidence has already made its way to a Manhattan grand jury, which NYPD investigators say places Mangione at the scene where United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was murdered.
We were able to match that gun to the 3 shell casings that we found in Midtown at the scene of the homicide. We were also able at our crime lab to match the person of interest's fingerprints.
It took police 6 days to find Mangione, but on day 2 of the manhunt, the San Francisco Chronicle reports police there alerted the FBI after noticing a resemblance between the person of interest and a man who had been reported missing in November by his mother. That man was Mangione. Tonight, the FBI New York's field office confirmed to CBS News that the agency passed that tip to the NYPD and it was investigated. United Healthcare says Mangione was never a client, but police are zeroing in on a motive, saying Mangione wrote in a 3-page document these parasites simply had it coming, and named United Healthcare as the 5th largest corporation in the U.S. R.J. Martin was a close friend of Mangione's in Hawaii.
Did he ever talk to you about healthcare?
Surprisingly, I don't recall any deep conversations specifically regarding healthcare. We definitely talked about systems and politics and, dysfunction.
And the Manhattan District Attorney added that if Mangione does waive his extradition, that process couldn't begin until Tuesday. That is what Pennsylvania court officials told him. But so far, there are no new hearings on the books for this case there in Pennsylvania. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, New York.
There's been another legal setback for TikTok as it tries to avoid a ban in the United States. A federal appeals court today denied TikTok's bid to temporarily block a law that's set to take effect next month. The law would ban the app in the U.S. if it's not sold to a new non-Chinese owner. The social media platform has indicated it will ask the Supreme Court to step in on an emergency basis to block the law for now. As it stands, it's set to take effect January 19th. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell appears to issue a warning regarding the polio vaccine. What's behind the statement in just a few minutes.
Definitely, we got snow, freezing rain, sleet, all in store for Saturday and Saturday evening, so there will be some travel impacts. We'll break it down for you, time it out, and show you how much we might get of all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Guys, what are the chances you can fix this?
It shouldn't be too difficult.
So like 1 in 100?
Fellas, I can fix this.
Like 1 in a million?
I can do it.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Yes.
G-M-T, yeah! 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 Yeah!
Well, that was too close. If we keep waiting, it'll get one of us.
I know these things can be a real hazard, but groundwater does this to concrete all the time.
Water did this.
Mm-hmm. But it's okay. Get lifted back up.
Well, let's get lifting.
Let's do it.
The effects of water can be surprising, but you can. Put water back in its place with a free inspection from Innovative Basement Authority. For a limited time, get $500 off any repairs when you call or go online today.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage.
What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value. Plus, no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade. GMC.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell made an apparent warning to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. without mentioning his name today. McConnell, who is a polio survivor, seemed to reference RFK Jr. concerning the vaccine for the disease. It comes after word that a lawyer affiliated with Kennedy has petitioned the FDA to rescind its approval of the vaccine. In response, McConnell in a statement said, quote, efforts to undermine public confidence in proven cures are not just uninformed, they're dangerous. McConnell suggested anyone looking for Senate confirmation would be best served to steer clear of efforts to rescind the polio vaccine. Kennedy, a vaccine skeptic, is President-elect Donald Trump's pick to oversee the Department of Health and Human Services. More than 230,000 bottles of an antidepressant are being recalled. The medication contains levels of a chemical that pose a cancer risk. The medication duloxetine was sold by Rising Pharmaceuticals of New Jersey. The company voluntarily recalled the capsules last month, but now the FDA has classified it under its second most severe risk level. That means it could cause temporary or medically reversible adverse health consequences. A similar recall of more than 7,000 bottles of duloxetine distributed by Toa Pharmaceutical Europe was issued back in October. Once again, we have an alert day in place for Saturday. You could see some very adverse wintry conditions late Saturday morning throughout the day. Let's get all the details from our chief meteorologist, Greg Barnhart.
Yeah, fortunately, we never saw a lot of this last winter. If you remember, we really never had an event where we had all this precipitation type in one. And usually every winter we do get some of these type of events. And this one will be, it won't be a lot of precipitation. We're not talking a lot of snow or sleet or freezing rain, but it's going to be impactful pretty much for any travel type of plans through late Saturday, Saturday through Saturday evening. All of it's in play. The threat, once again, greatest probably southwest of I-90, at least the ice threat right now, but that could change a little bit too. It just depends on where we are. All the winter weather advisories really to the west are out till midnight for both locations. It's just a little bit earlier start west of the river, a little bit later start east of the river. In fact, some of these areas may be closer to like 9 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. that you might see the precipitation really start going. The purple down there, that's the ice storm warning where they're expected to see a lot more significant ice. And we've already seen reports out of eastern Nebraska, including Omaha, western Iowa, with a lot of crashes already going on with that freezing rain they're getting. So it's kind of giving you indications going on. If you kind of time this out, really it's going to be, I think, a lot of areas starting off with a little bit of light snow late morning to early afternoon. Then it gets that sleet, freeze, and rain mixture, or it kind of turns over just over to that entirely. There might be a brief pause. All this precipitation would be light. And then towards the late evening, we start getting more into maybe a drizzle, a flurries, or even freezing drizzle, depending on the temperature profile at that point. So if impacts could still continue. The good news, at least towards the late afternoon and evening, the temperatures are going to be at or below freezing, especially further south you go. So main roads may actually turn more wet, but that doesn't mean side roads or anything less traveled or even some valley locations could still continue to see some impacts, even if the temperature is above freezing. And if we kind of time that out, as I mentioned, it's going to take a while for some of this precipitation to work east. There's a lot of dry air still over the area. So east of the interstate, I don't think you'll see much in the way of precipitation until late morning or especially probably early afternoon. As you see, it kind of breaks up a little bit, giving the indication that it's going to be very light. And then towards the late afternoon, evening, you start seeing all this purple, which is sleet and freezing rain, potentially starts to kind of fill back in. Towards the evening, you see temperatures now pretty much above freezing or at or above freezing towards the evening hour. This will continue through about 9 to 10. It'll be light, but still it can cause some impacts as it pushes to the east. Some of the areas closer to the Wisconsin River might actually turn to a little bit of rain or drizzle. And don't forget, all this might end up being some fog potential too, as temperatures kind of hover around and that moisture hangs around too. Ice, there's your potential down there. Could pick up even a 2/10 towards west of Prairie du Chien towards northeast Iowa. Everyone will pick up maybe about a 1/10 at least for the mounts. The snow mounts have come down because it's going to be more probably now ice and sleet than actually snowfall. Still, some of the areas could pick up 1 to 2 inches depending on how things play out. Much less as you go further east, as you indicated, less than an inch. So really it's going to be 1 to 2 inches of snow sleet combination for most of the area. In fact, some of the areas further southeast may not see any because the precipitation will kind of go back to a little bit of rain. There's your high temperatures in the afternoon. Upper 30s, mid 30s to upper 30s, depending on location. That will help some of the roads, but this is air temperature, not road temperature, so that'll play the bigger part in it. Overall, there's your summary. We're looking at snow here, wintry mix to the evening hours, continue to about midnight, then kind of tapering off. Temps will rise, as mentioned, to 32 or higher during the afternoon hour. That is good news. And combination of 1 to 3 potentially of snow or kind of a snow ice, which means snow and ice. The good news is for the second half of the weekend, actually is mild. We're going to stay mild with maybe some fog potential, but other than that, a little bit of a rain chance Monday, and then we're going to cool down towards the second half of next week with some minor snow chances, but the temperatures will get back to where they should be. So we just got to get through about the next 24, 36 hours, and then we'll be good. But yeah, travel will be hazardous at times tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Coming up next in sports, House of Hoops. Jacob's got an absolute frenzy of conference and non-conference prep basketball action tonight. Next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in. Trade it in. The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in. Trade it in. If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in. Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
Trade it in. It's that time of year. The chill is in the air. Are your floors freezing? Warm up your home with carpet from Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. We've got the coziest, most durable carpet for your home. Come in and check out our color options, styles, and patterns. We're happy to help you find just what you need to make your home warm and cozy. Sealands Carpetland in Coon Valley. Our #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
You come alive in the dead of winter and start work early on snow days, because snowed in is not an option. The Kubota Snow lineup of compact tractors, RTVs, and versatile attachments are built to move, plow, blow, and thrive in the winter. So when the snow falls, you can rise to meet it.
Right now, receive 0% APR for 60 months and up to $2,300 off BX Series tractor packages. Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
After 41 years of serving the Winona community, Holton's Jewelers is closing forever. Enjoy savings up to 70% off store-wide. Save big at Holton's today. Hurry in.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Jacob Lenzendorf.
Well, basketball teams in the area were looking to try their luck here on Friday the 13th as we get deeper and deeper into the hoop season. Starting out here, West Salem taking on Arcadia. Megan Johnson going to be here in the corner, driving to the lane, draining a fadeaway jumper to open the scoring here tonight. The Raiders would respond early at the hands of sophomore Tatum Drazkowski with the up and under move by the basket, but the Panthers send a full court pass to Josie Brudos with a one-handed grab, putting it in off the backboard. Johnson then playing some good defense with a great steal, sending the ball to McKenna Ely as she drains the mid-range jumper. And the offense would not stop there, swinging the ball around to McLean Heilman. Makes it from deep. Panthers on the prowl. They take this one at home, 66-35. A non-conference battle between Luther and Sparta tonight, and the Knights got off to a fast start. Home side looking to run. Kayla Scheibel gives a pump fake to get her defender in the air, and she finishes. Then Luther looking to get something going in the half-court offense set. The ball finds Macy Neumeister, 8-ball corner pocket. Knights went on a 13-0 run to start the game. The Spartans looking to hang around. The pass goes out to Lily Seifert. The junior drills it from the wing, but Luther was firing on all cylinders tonight. The freshman Jada Livingston gets it in on the fun, and Luther takes this one 64-37. Just a couple minutes away, the Hilltoppers facing McDonald Central at home. Just over halfway through the first half, Onalaska said, let's start to make it rain. Lauren Pica hits right there, and then Finley Walters is going to push the pace, finding Tatum Walters in the corner for the triple to take the lead. The ladies in purple and white were feeling it from downtown tonight. Senior Jenna Ganson knocks one down as well. Anna extending their lead, and then guess what? One more. The freshman Kayla Kettlehut draining a money ball. The Toppers use a big flurry before half to lift themselves to a 47-42 win. Here hosting New Lisbon tonight, and the Rockets came to play early in this one. Colby Pfaff with the spinning one-hander that falls, but the Panther pressure would pick up and lead to easy baskets like this. Carter Uppena with the thievery, and then Royal puts on the running shoes. The big fella, Landon Lipke, skying for the deuce to make it a 7-point game. And a sick move coming up here by Trey Wildes to extend the home side's lead. A little whirling dervish action is going to fall for the hoop and the harm. Royal runs away with this one 66-22, the final there. Elsewhere on the boys basketball scoreboard, Cashton gets a win over Nishida. Bangor walks out victorious over Brookwood. North Crawford outlasts Seneca in a high-scoring affair. And Toma picks up the win over Adams Friendship. All right. Of 8 tonight facing Texas A&M. Fifth set tied at 6. Amazing defense by the Aggies, but Devin Robinson's spike is down. Wisconsin will take the lead. Next point, another big one. Good defense in the back and some clever passing leads to the Anna Schreck kill coming up right here. Beautiful dig. Here it comes. Schreck down right there. Badgers so close to their 7th consecutive trip to the round of 8. Then on set point, it's the superstar Sarah Franklin coming in clutch during the big moments. An unbelievable match. The Badgers end up taking it. They'll play the winner of Dayton and Nebraska on Sunday at 2. And now it's time for the News 8 play of the week. A drum roll, please. It is Brendan Chenault with over 68% of the vote. The sophomore showing off the bunnies in Anna's win over Winona this week. The Hilltoppers playing well to start the season at 4-0. That offense fun to watch because, Ken, they can do things like this right here. So congrats to Brendan for that jam and winning play of the week. A lot going on.
I
know.
Going
on. Brewers trading away Devin Williams as well.
Yep.
Packers getting healthy as well. Bucks playing in the NBA Cup semis tomorrow. So
Good stuff.
What
can you not like? I'm optimistic about the Packers against Seahawks for sure. And the Brewers trade, we'll see how that Durbin kid plays out.
Let's see.
Could be the future at third base. Thanks, Jacob.
Thanks.
We'll be right back after this.
Hardee's Original Bag packs 2 full-size favorites plus fries and a drink for just $6.99. No junior burgers or tiny nuggies, just full-size goodness for big-time value. The $6.99 Original Bag, only at Hardee's.
The gift of relaxation and pampering is the perfect gift to give this holiday season. It is the Sukhulvis experience. the gift your special someone is really hoping for, and the gift she really deserves. Order your gift cards online today at SueColvey's.com or pick them up at Sue Colvey's Salon and Day Spa, because she deserves the very best.
Now you see it, now you don't.
Carl's year-end clearance sale is going on right now. Save up to 55% on open box and one-of-a-kind appliances. Save up to 70% on one-of-a-kind mattresses and floor displays. Save up to 40% on clearance TVs and soundbars. Plus, we have a year-end blowout on grills and accessories.
So hurry in for best selection.
Carl's year-end clearance sale.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Hey, babe, what's a 5-letter word that starts with PH and ends with NE? Clue is get 4 of these for free with 4 lines for $90 a month at US Cellular.
James, have you tried the 4 free phone flakes? I love these free phone flakes.
Hey, Dad, 4 free phones.
Each serving has 4 free phones.
4 free phones?
Thanks.
Oh.
They're right behind me, aren't they? Choose 4 free phones and 4 lines for $90 a month. No trade-in needed. US Cellular.
Hardee's candy bacon, glistening with caramelized brown sugar, adds a festive twist to made-from-scratch breakfast biscuits, Frisco sandwiches, or anytime. Unwrap the holiday goodness of Hardee's. Try our new app-exclusive Candy Bacon Frisco Chicken.
Well, Winona State students celebrating the end of an era today. The commencement ceremony celebrated the graduates of 5 of their colleges. While students were sad about school being over, they're also excited about their plans for both post-graduation and, of course, no more homework. Colleges included the ceremonies, the College of Business, Liberal Arts, Science and Engineering, Education, and Nursing and Health Services. And a reminder that WKBT will have live coverage of winter commencement at UWL this weekend. Commencement 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the La Crosse Center Sunday. We'll have you covered however you watch, whether antenna, regional cable. We're also streaming on news8000.com and our News 8 app. Lots of options. We'll be right back after this.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is giving thanks this holiday season with a new Goodman furnace. Go to news8000.com/contests and enter to win some Seasons heatings. Bring in the new year with a new furnace from G&T.
Hello, I'm Christy Halenka, Reading Program Chair at Viterbo University. Viterbo is proud to serve our area communities by providing programs that produce quality educators and leadership in our schools. Viterbo University is once again partnering with News 8 to recognize outstanding classroom teachers in the area. We look forward to working with generations of teachers and change agents for years to come. Do you know a top-notch teacher? Then go online to news8000.com or write to this address.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Christmas sale, and we're spreading holiday cheer with unbeatable deals on festive favorites and unique gifts for all the originals on your list. Like collectible popcorn tins, just $5.99. This new DeWalt cordless snow shovel, $129.99 for rewards members. For those who love their vehicles, assorted automotive interior accessories, buy 2, get 1 free. Plus, now through Saturday, Blaine's rewards members get a free $10 Farm and Fleet gift card for every $100 purchase. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
A1 Vacuum Sales and Service has been part of the La Crosse area for 75 years, and so we thank you for that opportunity and for supporting the area's largest vacuum store for all these years. Our mission is to provide great service and offer quality products that stand the test of time, and we will continue to be part of this wonderful area we call home. Leave a legacy that isn't plastic in a landfill and support the store that supports you. Thank you for your business.
A1 Vacuum. Our business is picking up.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we're making it easier than ever to furnish your home with name brand, top quality furniture. For a limited time, you'll save with store-wide sale prices. Plus, we'll pay your sales tax. Sofas and sectionals from Smith Brothers, Lazy Boy, and Flex Steel. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Canal Dover and Daniels Amish. They're all at sale prices. And now, we'll pay your sales tax. But it's only for a limited time at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. voted your favorite furniture store.
G&T Heating and Air Conditioning is giving thanks this holiday season with a new Goodman furnace. Go to news8000.com/contests and enter to win some Seasons heatings. Bring in the new year with a new furnace from G&T.
All right, wintry mess Saturday, but the good news is Sunday should be dry and quiet. Just got to get through the next 24 hours. Definitely travel will be impacted.
All right, be safe, everybody. Have a great weekend.